Have you ever spent 2 hours crafting a 2-sentence email only to delete the whole thing and start over? Or maybe it's 2 a.m., your room is pitch black, but your brain is running a 4K marathon of that awkward thing you said to a coworker 3 years ago. You aren't working, you aren't moving, you're just lying there. Yet you feel like you've just run a literal marathon. You are exhausted, drained, and completely burnt out, despite the fact that on paper, you've done absolutely nothing. If this sounds like your daily reality, I have a confession to make. You aren't lazy. You aren't weak. Your brain is simply caught in a high-stakes survival simulation that was never meant for the 21st century. Today, we are going to dismantle the analysis paralysis trap. We're going to look at why your mind has turned into a content studio that's running way over budget, and more importantly, how you can finally hit the stop button on the noise. If you've ever felt like your own mind is a roommate you desperately want to evict, stick around, because by the end of this video, you're going to have the exact psychological toolkit to take back your headspace. Let's start with a reality check. We live in a world that worships at the altar of doing. In the US, we call it hustle culture. We are told that if we aren't producing, we're falling behind. This creates a constant underlying hum of anxiety. But here's the twist. Overthinking is actually a survival software that has encountered a massive glitch in the matrix of modern life. Your brain's primary job is to keep you alive. 10,000 years ago, that meant scanning the horizon for a saber-toothed tiger. Today, your brain scans the horizon for a scene receipt on a text message or a slightly off tone in a Slack message from your boss. The threat has changed from physical to social, but your biological response is exactly the same. Your heart rate climbs, your cortisol spikes, and your brain enters a loop trying to solve a problem that might not even exist. You are stuck in a simulation of catastrophe.
Think about the last time you went to the grocery store to buy something simple, like cereal. You stand there, staring at 50 different boxes. You start weighing the sugar content versus the price, the brand's social reputation versus the fiber count. 10 minutes pass. You're paralyzed. This is decision fatigue. The modern world forces us to make more decisions in a single day than our ancestors made in a month. Every choice, from what to wear to which Netflix show to binge, drains a little bit of your cognitive battery. By the time you actually need to do something important, your brain is already buffering. You're not tired because you're doing too much. You're tired because you're choosing too much. We are the first generation in history to suffer from algorithm anxiety. That nagging fear that if we don't make the absolute perfect choice, we've somehow failed the system. Let's talk about the drama in the head. We've all been there. You send a text to someone you're dating, you see the read notification, 1 hour passes, 2 hours, no reply. Suddenly, your brain becomes an Oscar-winning screenwriter. You start reviewing everything you've said for the last week. You conclude they found someone better. You decide you're fundamentally unlovable. You've basically planned your life as a lonely hermit, all because someone forgot their phone in the car while getting groceries. This is catastrophizing. We take a single data point and build an entire universe of failure around it. And it's not just in dating. In the workplace, this manifests as imposter syndrome. You get a message that says, "Hey, do you have a sec to chat?" Your brain doesn't think, "Oh, maybe they want to ask about the project." No, your brain thinks, "This is it. They found out I don't know what I'm doing. I'm getting fired. I'll lose the apartment. I'll be living in my parents' basement by Tuesday." We spend 48 hours in a state of sheer panic over a hypothetical conversation. We are mourning deaths that haven't happened and losing jobs we still have. This mental pre-living of disasters is a massive energy leak. You are burning calories on ghosts.
But why? Why does the human brain play us like this? To understand the fix, we have to understand the hardware. Deep inside your brain is a tiny almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. It's your internal alarm system. When it senses a threat, it hijacks your prefrontal cortex, the logical, rational part of your brain. The amygdala doesn't care about logic, it only cares about safety. And in the digital age, safety often means being liked and staying connected. Research in neuroscience shows that our brains respond to social rejection in the exact same way they respond to physical pain. A mean comment on Instagram or being ghosted triggers the same neural pathways as a broken arm. That's why you can't just stop thinking about it. Your brain thinks you're literally wounded. Furthermore, we have a negativity bias. Evolutionarily, it was more important to remember where the poisonous berries were than where the pretty flowers were. Today, that means your brain will fixate on one negative comment in a sea of 100 compliments. It will react to a "we need to talk" message 10 times faster and more intensely than a "great job" email. Your brain isn't broken, it's just outdated. Beyond the biology, there's the psychology of the inner child. Many of us grew up in environments where we felt we had to be perfect to be safe or loved. If you were a gifted kid who is now a burned-out adult, your overthinking is likely a defense mechanism. You think that if you can just anticipate every possible problem and solve it in your head before it happens, you'll finally be safe. But life isn't a chess game you can win. It's a river you have to swim in. This leads us to shadow work. Often, the thing we are overthinking is a mirror for a deeper fear we are avoiding. If you're obsessing over money, you might actually be fearing a loss of self-worth. If you're obsessing over a relationship, you might be fearing abandonment. Overthinking is the smoke, the fear is the fire. So how do we put the fire out? How do we hack a brain that refuses to shut up? We don't do it by fighting the thoughts. If I tell you, don't think about a pink elephant, what's the first thing you see? Exactly. The harder you fight a thought, the more power you give it. Instead, we use mind hacks to change our relationship with the noise.
First, let's talk about the 2-minute rule. This is a classic productivity hack repurposed for mental health. If a worry pops into your head, ask yourself, is there an action I can take in the next 2 minutes to address this? If the answer is yes, send the email, check the bank balance, apologize, do it immediately. If the answer is no, you must schedule it. This is called worry time. Give yourself 15 minutes at, say, 4 p.m. every day. During that time, you are allowed to overthink as much as you want. Write it all down. Be as dramatic as you want. But when the timer goes off, you're done. When a worry pops up at 10 a.m., you tell your brain, "Not now, Bob, we have an appointment at 4. Next is a powerful physiological tool from Stanford researchers called the physiological sigh. This is a specific breathing pattern that flips the switch from your fight or flight system to your rest and digest system. You take a deep breath in through your nose, and just when you think your lungs are full, you take one more tiny sip of air to fully expand the air sacs in your lungs. Then you exhale slowly through your mouth. Doing this just 2 or 3 times can lower your heart rate almost instantly. It's a literal hard reset button for your nervous system. Then we have a technique called name it to tame it. When the spiral starts, step back and label it. Don't say, "I am so stressed." Say, "I am having the thought that I am stressed." Better yet, give your overthinking voice a name. Call it Anxious Annie or Catastrophe Carl. When the thoughts start, say, "Oh look, Catastrophe Carl is telling me everyone hates me again. Thanks for the input, Carl, but I'm eating lunch right now." This creates cognitive diffusion. It separates you from your thoughts. You are the sky. The thoughts are just clouds passing through. The clouds can be dark and stormy, but they are not the sky.
In the digital age, we should also use our tools to our advantage. If your brain is full, you need an external hard drive. Use a brain dump. Don't leave your to-do list or your anxieties in your head to rot. Get them out onto a piece of paper or a digital app like Notion. When you see your worries written down, they often look much smaller and more manageable than they felt when they were swirling around your skull. Externalizing your thoughts takes the processing load off your brain. As we move toward the end of this discussion, I want you to remember something vital. High-functioning anxiety is a real thing. Many of the most successful people you see online, the ones who look like they have it all together, are actually overthinkers who have simply learned how to channel that energy. They aren't cured, they've just built better systems. You need to practice self-compassion. We are often our own worst critics. We say things to ourselves that we would never, ever say to a friend.
If a friend came to you and said, "I'm exhausted because I've been worrying about my future all day," you wouldn't tell them, "You're so lazy, why can't you just be normal?" You would tell them, "It makes sense that you're tired. You've been through a lot. Let's get some rest." Treat your mind with that same kindness. Your brain is trying to protect you. It's just doing a really messy job of it. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a final thought. The goal isn't to have a perfectly quiet mind. That's for statues. The goal is to become a better pilot of your mind. You will have days where the weather in your head is turbulent. That's okay. You don't have to solve the weather. You just have to fly the plane.
If you found value in this, if you felt seen by anything we talked about today, do me a favor. Hit that like button. It helps the algorithm show this to other people who are currently staring at their ceilings at 2 a.m. And I want to hear from you in the comments. What is the most ridiculous or over-the-top scenario your brain has ever cooked up? Share your catastrophe Carl moments below. You'll quickly realize that you are far from alone in this. Remember, you are the ocean. The thoughts are just waves. The waves can be huge, they can be loud, and they can be scary, but they can never, ever break the ocean. Take a deep breath. You've got this. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll dive even deeper into hacking your psychology for a better life. Until then, be kind to your brain. It's the only one you've got.